I think that the common phrase, you do not sell your Bitcoin, is similar to what's written on the back of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is the famous two words from Douglas Adams, don't panic.
The crypto market is coming off a tough weekend as Bitcoin has dropped below $40,000. In today's video, Michael Saylor talks about the idea of people selling their Bitcoin, some of the things he regrets with underselling, and some of the market projections for 2022. He also discusses the crypto landscape and how regulation will play a factor, and the possibility of Bitcoin going to 500,000. Saylor has always said that as MicroStrategy CEO, they will continue to buy Bitcoin at the top forever, and so far, he's been in the right lane. Even the risks in investing in Bitcoin far outweigh what they were just 2 years ago, and are headed only north in the coming months. Let's check out what Michael Saylor has to say regarding his outlook for 2022. This is Library of Wealth. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content we do here on this channel. Let's get right into the video.
You know, my outlook is very long term, and the reason I say do not sell your Bitcoin is because if I look back at my life as an investor, the things that I regret are when I found a really good idea and I underinvested in it. Google was a good idea, Facebook was a good idea, Apple was a good idea, Amazon was a good idea. A digital monopoly that changes the world for 1 billion people is a good idea, and yet the most common two mistakes after finding a good idea is, first mistake is someone says something, they talk crap about your idea, there's FUD, oh, Australia's going to tax Google, or somebody's going to Amazon's going to get regulated, or something will happen, and so people panic sell. And so whenever there's anxiety in the market and you panic sell and then you never buy back in, you regret that. And the second thing you always regret is you wish you bought more.
Bitcoin, like other new technologies, is in its infancy, and we should expect some bumps in the road along the way before it becomes adopted broadly in the market. However, given how crucial it will be to the growth of a number of industries, owning Bitcoin will be a significant asset in the future. Saylor goes on to say that if you want to run a publicly traded company, you must have the trust of your shareholders. And being trustworthy means being consistent and doing what you say you're going to do.
A lot of people in the world, I mean, they're basically being knocked around and traumatized because the media is incentivized to generate a new story every day, and if it bleeds, it leads. And nobody wants to read a story that the risk profile hasn't statistically changed versus last year, and there's no reason to read beyond this sentence. So normally they always write inflammatory, anxiety-inducing stories, and when people read them and they think about it, it gets them on the skin, and they panic and they do something irrational.
When do you stop buying Bitcoin for MicroStrategy?
Never. No, I tell people we will be buying Bitcoin at the top forever. I'm not trying to time the market. I don't intend to stop. You could think of MicroStrategy as we're kind of like your non-existent spot ETF.
Yeah.
If there was a spot ETF, you'd be paying 1% fee, and it would be not leveraged.
Saylor knows the importance of having a reliable digital asset and intends to show why Bitcoin is the leader in the market today and why MicroStrategy will never stop buying.
They don't want the CEO of a publicly traded company to be unpredictable and random.
Yeah.
So you can imagine if I said, you know, Mackenzie, I think I'll buy some of this, but if I feel better about that, or if I feel the risk is different, then I'll change. And the problem with that is that no one else can rely upon us. And I think trust, it's a paramount theme. Trust is what built Bitcoin. Bitcoin is this universal trust network. And the people that all these people here love this is because they found something that they can depend upon and they can trust across borders, across time, across cultures, and that is such a precious thing. In the capital markets, the same thing holds. If you want to run a publicly traded company, it is very important that your shareholders trust you and your customers trust you. And trust means be predictable and do what you say you're going to do, and let other people, someone wants to hedge, they can hedge, right? I'm not going to hedge for them. I'm going to stay true to our mission, and when we decide to change our mission, we'll disclose it in an 8K, a 10K, or a 10Q, and the market will react accordingly.
What do you think about Saylor's outlook for Bitcoin? Comment down below. You can catch the full video, link is in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.